guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're good, hope you're well. And if you're a new subscriber, hi, this is Umbali. And if you're a returning subscriber, you see me, I see you, we see each other. So guys, without further ado, hope you have subscribed, hope you have liked, hope you have shared. And if you have any suggestion, you can leave the suggestion down below in the comment section. So, let us just So guys, on today's TED Talk, we're going to be talking about the topic that's shaking tables, the topic that's causing waves, the topic that's causing conflict whenever you touch base on it. But because we still aspiring, I believe I'm talking to people who are aspiring. If you're an aspiring influencer or content creator, you need to be doing this one, right? We're going to be talking about trade exchange. Are still trade exchange relevant? Are still trade exchange still form of exploitation? Do we need to take them as an influencer? Do we need to take them as an aspiring influencer? Do we need to take them as a mega influencer? Do we need to take them as a micro influencer? This is the answer. Listen to this. Okay. Number one, you need to know, Uguti, in this industry, things change time and again. If you're an aspiring influencer, you need to take those trade exchange and use it towards your advantage and use it to build your profile. Because ask yourself, why most of the time when you send those proposals, no one is answering those proposals? Because sometimes they don't even answer those proposals that you send. It's due to the fact that you haven't even worked with the relevant company or with the relevant brand. So at this particular moment, if you from 0 to 10k followers, you need to take trade exchange. However, when you take those trade exchange, guys, don't be exploited. Don't agree to be exploited, because other brands, they will exploit you in the name of trade exchange. When you take trade exchange, take them as a learning curve. Take them as a solid foundation builder, rather. Take them as a profile builder. Like for instance, we've got companies like Ruby Box Beauty, we've got Beauty Bulletin, we've got Brand Advisor, right? So with those companies are necessary for all the aspiring influencer, because already they are giving you an opportunity to work with well-established brands. They are giving you an opportunity to work with big brands that you couldn't even clinch a deal for yourself when you send those proposals. So you need to take it into consideration. They are making a favor for you as much as they're using your platform. If you're an aspiring influencer, they are doing a favor for you. However, with that being said, I'm not saying allow those people to exploit you, because other companies, they will exploit you, guys. When I say exploit you, in trade exchange, it shouldn't come with lots of descriptions and so forth and so on. A trade exchange, number one, they should just give you a freedom of creating content. They need to say to you, okay, Umbali, this is the product that we're giving you. However, you need to they need to share with you the cons, things that you need not to do, but they need not have to give you information overload. Now you have to do 6 posts, 10 posts, 11 posts. No, already that's a form of exploitation. They just need to say, okay, Mbali, this is a red lipstick. You need not to mention other brands that you like. You need to stick into mentioning that, okay, you use this X brand. However, this X brand maybe doesn't excite you, or you don't need to bash it, because remember, most of the trade exchange, they need you to to share reviews that are good. When you start sharing reviews that are not good, already you get blacklisted. I can't know whatsoever. So guys, like for instance, what has been happening right now, lots of people have been without work. So when on that corner, if you're gonna sit and say, I mean, I'm not gonna take trade exchange because these companies, they have a budget. Yes, companies do have budgets, and companies know who they want to work with. Or companies have brand managers. Those brand managers, they go out there, they do influencer marketing, they find people that they want to work with. And then here you are, you didn't get chosen, you didn't get an opportunity to showcase your skills, and already you are just a redundant. So if you're gonna say no to trade exchange, do you know that they're gonna call you, they're gonna put you under the book of redundancy? Because what tends to happen when these brands or when these brand managers do influencer marketing, or when they vet your account, they also look at that portion. How many sponsored posts do you normally have on a regular basis? Do you work with so much brands? Because remember, most of the time with trade exchanges, brands are the one that approach you and say, okay, we have this particular product. Are you willing to accept it? And then can you do 2 posts, or can you do 1 post? And then sometimes, if you feel that you love that brand, you'll do more than the required post. That is why I'm saying, don't let them put you in an exploitation boat. No, they just supposed to say to you, okay, we just need 2 images from you, or we need 1 image from you. And then if you feel that you like that brand, or if you feel that you want something bigger than what they've offered you, you can then do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 posts. But now it's not gonna be obligated that you need to do those 10 posts or 11 posts or 13 posts. It's just that you are doing them a favor, or you feel what you wanna do it because maybe at that particular time you're not working with another brand. Because when people like puzzle me, you'll hear a person say, I don't want to do a trade exchange, but you'll see a person not having work. And then next thing, you'll be using your own money. You take your own money, you go and buy certain products, and then you tag a brand thinking that a company is going to work with you. No, my darling. This is, like I said, this is a catch-22 situation. In this regard, if they offer you a trade exchange, do take that trade exchange, but make sure it's not form of an exploitation. And when you take a trade exchange, make sure you take a trade exchange with a reputable company where you see there is a future for you to grow as an aspiring influencer. Because at the end of the day, if you're not going to be working with any brands, they're not going to trust you, because they're going to be like, oh, why are we supposed to give you a chance when you send us a proposal, but you haven't even worked with a single company, or you don't even have any sponsored posts. And guys, do not create false impression and write sponsored post if it's not sponsored, because remember, these people, they do referencing, they check your referencing, what your referencing, is it accurate? So when you're gonna go to Checkers or wherever, buy that particular product and then go there and write sponsored, already you are blacklisting yourself. This industry in South Africa, it's not like your UK or your America. We're still young, so you need to be open, you need to be honest. If it says paid post, you need to say paid post. If it was not a paid post, a sponsored post, you need to mention it's a sponsored post over there on Instagram, because now you are creating an illusion, because you are creating an illusion that you cannot sustain. Because when these people do referencing, the people who are vetting your account, the people who are doing influencer marketing, the people who are receiving your proposals on a daily basis, when they do referencing and then they found out no, that particular brand doesn't even know who Umbali is, but when on top there you have written sponsored post, already they can say, no man, this person is a scam. How can we work with a scam person? So be open and honest each and every time. Be open and honest each and every time. And who are you to say, with your 4,000, 2,000 followers, to say you're not going to take a trade exchange? Because even today, we've got bigger influencers. We've got mega influencers that are still taking trade exchange. Because when last did you, besides people working with the Ruby Box, Beauty Bulletin, and Brand Advisor, when last did you see people doing sponsored posts? Because companies also are trying to get back on their feet. Companies also are investing on certain individuals. So now we're in this regard, you need to make sure with each and most of trade exchange, especially where you see future, you do take them, because people are not going to tell you with each and everything they're working on, it's a sponsored post or it's a trade exchange. No one is going to tell you. And now don't go out there and ask a person, are you doing, maybe you see a person doing a similar post with you. Now you're asking a person, are you doing a trade exchange or whatnot? Sometimes you'd find that out of 10 people that are doing a similar campaign, only 4 people are getting paid and 6 of you are just doing this as a trade exchange. So with that being said, right now, we're currently facing a huge pandemic in South Africa, where lots of media houses are closing, where magazines are closing, where soapies are ending, their contracts are not being renewed. And most of the actors, reputable actors, now they're rebranding, becoming influencers, and they have good numbers. So, and those same actors which are rebranding and rebranding to influencer, they do take those trade exchange. Maybe let's say that particular actor has 50K followers, and when you have 4,000 followers, you're saying you're not going to take a trade exchange. A brand is not going to run after you. At the end of the day, remember, this industry changes each and every day. It's like Umak playing along with Instagram, introducing new systems each and every day, new options each and every day. So in this regard, do take, especially if you're still an aspiring person, do take trade exchange to build up a profile for yourself. Do take trade exchange to build up that media kit for yourself. And then when you get to a certain number, by then you'll know what to know. Now I know enough. Because also what trade exchange tend to do, trade exchange tends to teach you, trade exchange tends to train you how to create content. Because you're not going to trade exchange and then you don't have any campaign that's coming through, because the other app, it's no longer working. Most of the time it's no longer working with smaller content creators, because now they're working with those actors who have rebranded to become influencers. You're gonna go and buy. So rather take the trade exchange. And you need to be careful, because there are companies out there who want to exploit creators, whereby they will say, okay, for this trade exchange, you need to pay for shipping, or you need to buy a particular product and then you get 20% off. No, don't take those ones. Those ones are a no-go area. Those ones are red flags. If it's a trade exchange, you're not going to be paying for any shipping. You're not going to be paying for any products. They are paying for everything. You just need to do content. They will pay for shipping. They will pay for all the products. And remember, guys, all those trade exchanges are not free products. Already a company allocated a budget to say, okay, for this particular product, we're going to allocate maybe, let's say, 10 rand. On the 10 rand, then we have maybe 5 people, and then 2 rand, each and every 2 rands needs to allocates for that particular person. So when you will come here and say, no, I'm not gonna take a trade exchange, okay, continue and stay there. But then how are you gonna make a name for yourself? Because sometimes this trade exchange tends to build a name for yourself. I mean, a lot of influencers that I know, they started with trade exchange. Even now they're still doing paid work and trade exchanging. But the keyword here is to not allow trade exchange to exploit you as a creator. Take it with consideration, right? It's a catch-22 situation. You take it, and when you take it, now there's something that you will get out of it. When you don't take it, it's okay also. I'm not forcing people here. I'm just giving you facts. I'm just giving you information for free that you could have been paying with one-on-one session, but I'm giving you for free. So take those trade exchange, but make sure, Guti, on that agreement, and most of the time, trade exchange, they don't come with contracts. If a trade exchange come with contracts, just know that already that's a paid work. That particular brand is trying to exploit you in the name of trade exchange, and then they're pocketing something for themselves. And then now you are supposed to pocket something for yourself due to the fact that you are signing a contract. For a trade exchange, you're not supposed to be signing any contract. Instead, you're supposed to be there's supposed to be some sort of an agreement that comes with a description, but that description doesn't have to be demanding. Because at the end of the day, also your platform, they came to you seeing something on your platform, or they came to you seeing something on your brand. So don't just downplay yourself, because if you're gonna downplay yourself, these brands are also gonna downplay you as a creator. These brands are gonna exploit you as a creator if you're gonna downplay yourself. You need to take yourself seriously. If you were saying you're a brand, treat yourself like your brand. Treat yourself like your brand. Even when you send proposal, send like formal proposal. Even when you answer those emails, when they approach you, answer those emails in a formal manner, so that they can see that this person knows their story. This person knows what they're doing at this particular moment. That is why I'm saying 2020, let's build solid foundation, so that come 2021, we know everything. We know every angle. We know which door we need to knock on. We know what we need to take in order for us to achieve that certain thing. There's no time to play, because this industry is slowly but surely evolving, especially here in South Africa. It's still a baby, but this baby each and every day is growing, and it's becoming a teenager. So if you're not gonna grow with this baby, you're gonna be left behind. And there are people that are gonna grow with this baby. So now you need to take advantage of these kind of sessions. Listen to them, study them, sit down, ask questions. Most of the time, I'm not going to be able to answer to the DMs, because sometimes they tend to become so overwhelming. But when I have time, I do answer. But then come to my channel, subscribe, sit down, take notes. Sometimes go to other people's channel, research, do everything, because at the end of the day, the market is not saturated when you have the right information, and when you go to the right people who are going to give you the correct information. This is Umbali, your influencer marketing coach. I'm signing out.